Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we're talking about Ultimate Spider-Man for the Game Boy Advance. So this is one of my monthly retro reviews. If you like handheld gaming, new and old, if you like video game collecting, if you like Pokemon, then hit that subscribe button. But let's make a start talking about Ultimate Spider-Man for the Game Boy Advance. In terms of handheld gaming, this was also available on the Nintendo DS, but we're going to be focusing on the Game Boy Advance version. Now, this was released in Europe October 14th, 2005. The home console version of the game varied from the handheld versions, and the handheld versions were developed by Vicarious Visions. The story. So the game is set within the Ultimate Marvel Universe, set 3 months after the Venom story arc from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Centering on Spider-Man's investigation into Trask Industries and their connection around the creation of the Venom symbiote and the death of his parents. Venom must avoid constant capture attempts by Bolivia Trask, who wants to recreate the symbiote capabilities. The core gameplay idea is that you switch between Spider-Man and Venom. So you'll do a chapter as Spider-Man, complete the chapter, and then you do the next chapter as Venom. Starting off with Venom then. So you have a higher jump than Spider-Man. As you play through the levels, your health will reduce. But if you reduce an enemy's health enough, you can then press R to eat the enemy and regain some of your health. Other movements you have are your whip, your kick, your bite, and your punch. I wouldn't necessarily say the chapters of Venom are harder, but it adds an extra factor in that you can't go too long without fighting an enemy to gain back some of your health before that you might die. So there is a bit of an extra, I guess, risk playing as Venom, but not necessarily harder. Moving on to Spider-Man then, he plays pretty much as you would expect him to. Web swinging, web shooters, he's got his punch, his kick, his wall crawling, and you are able to replenish web fluid throughout the levels, finding small blue discs scattered around, and then instead of obviously having to eat your enemies to regain your health, once you beat enemies, then little red hearts will drop and you're able to collect them to replenish your health. Graphics. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know I say this a lot, but cell shaded artwork is great when it comes to retro gaming. It's my absolute favourite art style, and it's an art style which really holds the test of time. It holds up so well. Now, for me, if you want the best graphical experience of this game, then I'd play this on the Game Boy Advance SP or the Game Boy Micro, or even using your Nintendo DS, the Game Boy Advance slot on the DS. As the backlit screen, it really helps to bring the colours out throughout each of the level, and it just looks so much nicer with a backlit screen. So yeah, that's how you're going to get the most out of this game. Okay, price-wise, now, I don't think we're ever going to see these games remastered or remade. The licensing of this game now, Spider-Man just makes Sony far too much money to allow it to be on other systems. So it's a massive shame, because I would love to see these games even released on Switch Online or something like that, or even PlayStation Online, but it just won't ever happen. So yep, you will have to obviously get on eBay to buy this game. I've checked CEX, but there isn't even a listing for the Game Boy Advance version, and you can buy the cartridge only for somewhere between £10 and £20 if you want to pick this up, and you'll have to get that off eBay. You might be lucky and get one on Vinted, but they are quite rare. I don't see them very much. So if you do see it, Particularly if you see it in a box and it's a good price, then definitely pick it up. It's well worth owning. That's it from me then this week. That's another retro review. So that's Ultimate Spider-Man for the Game Boy Advance. Let me know if you have played this in the past or whether you still play it now. Do you still own it? And then obviously hit that like button. If you're new, hit subscribe. Remember, if you like new gaming, old gaming, handheld gaming, retro gaming, if you like video game collecting and Pokemon, then hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys. Take care everyone. See you soon. Bye. Thanks.